guys, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your daily horoscope and energy reading for Tuesday, October 20th, and the moon moves into Aquarius today, and I love an Aquarius moon. It's very, to me, you can remove emotion. Your emotional barometer usually points to forward thinking, innovative thought processes. It points to liberation and liberating yourself from emotional issues, and I really like that. So today, today the moon in Aquarius is going to be squaring off with the sun in Libra. Now, this is your emotions, right? Wanting to move forward. It's very ambitious energy. It's very, you're feeling a little bit spunky and rebellious, but it's squaring off with the sun in Libra, asking you to always please remain in balance no matter what you do today, moving forward throughout today. No matter how much you feel inspired and ambitious, you really want to always keep balanced in this energy. So you could have an interpersonal emotional conflict go on with yourself, and maybe even others, but definitely with yourself. It could be with friends also. Friendships could have something to do with this. But Saturn is going to be in Sagittarius, and it is going to be sextiling the moon in Aquarius. So to me, this suggests that you just have so many thoughts going on in your mind, and there's just so much ambition. And I think you're feeling a little bit indecisive as to where to go. And I think you're just trying to find, the motivation, or just, it's like you're looking for a sign to see which way to go. And, it's really hard because you're working with analytical energy, but you're also working with energy that is very stimulating outside of your normal thought processes, meaning that it's asking you to emotionally connect with new concepts that may cause you a little bit of internal conflict. And that is probably that whole balancing out everything, Libra energy that we're trying to deal with. So today, the sun in Libra, your sun, your core, your inner self is really striving to maintain some sort of balance as you move forward. Now, understand, for many of us, we're used to moving forward with a gusto, with a tremendous amount of oomph, but we now know that if you don't think things through, very, very impulsive energy, Aries energy, Uranus and Aries energy has proved to us that sometimes those come with ramifications. So I think for you, some of you are going to feel this sense of urgency and impatient as you are getting stimulated emotionally by some forward thinking. And that is the whole Uranus and Aries quincunxing Mars in Virgo and squaring off with Pluto and Capricorn. So you have big ideas, big goals, big plans, big dreams, and you want to move forward. It's like you don't want to think it through on the level that I think the universe is asking you to think about things. Now, Neptune in Pisces is asking you, because it's still in retrograde, to be extremely realistic about these things that you're very passionate about. And before you get too passionate, let's set up some routines that will ensure that you have success. And that's very frustrating, right? Because many of us just want to go headstrong and make changes. I know that I don't like to think things through. The way that I like to do things is I like to just go and do it. If I make a mistake, then I know to alter what I'm doing. That's how I like. It's very Gemini. It's, because I have a Gemini rising. And it's very Leo. It's just all heart, all soul, it's guts, it's Aries moon. I mean, I have a lot, I'm very, very impulsive. I think as I went through the Pluto-Uranus squares, and then I went through the whole Saturn in Scorpio transit and fear has really kept me in balance with the fact that there are ramifications with some of this headstrong, impulsive behavior. So I think this Uranian energy, our egos are going to want to move forward and, you know, just do it. But there are things to consider, right? There's weighing out what you're going to be doing. There's weighing out the ramifications, what's best, what's good for all, you know, will this get you ahead monetarily if you make this, this decision? Because there are so many opportunities for many of you right now that I think for some of you, it's very difficult to make a decision. Pluto and Capricorn energy is very spun up these next few days and since yesterday. And so I think what this is starting to tell me is that I'm seeing, deeply, deeply feeling a lot of anxiety. I think you're feeling brewing inside. Like, to me, it always feels like a deep brewing, and I'm unsettled on the inside. There's something unsettling. There's something that's not allowing me to feel completely at ease in all of this energy. Now, we do have a lot of energy in squares, quincunxes, and opposition. And we have, what, one sextile today? And that is just with Saturn in Sagittarius and the moon in Aquarius, which is really, okay, imagine it's like you're that Jack in the Box, right? That's getting wound up and it's like dun 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 dun. And you know, and the anticipation is brewing for the little Jack in the Box to pop out. I always think of Elf. I love Elf, but anyhow. And it's brewing like that. And that's what we're feeling today. Is that just that anticipation of, like, as you're turning the little lever and waiting for the little Jack in the Box to pop out, it's like there's a lot to weigh, right? There's a lot of fear, associated anxiety. You're very stimulated, highly, highly stimulated in all this energy. This goes to your core. This goes to, I think you're very overly stimulated by all of this outward energy too. There's a lot of energy in the universe right now. And many of us are feeling a flooding of input, right? We're feeling a flooding of awareness, right? Of new energy, new ways of thinking, opportunity. And with all of that can come, I think, indecisiveness and don't forget fear. Fear is going to be, for many of you, just, it's like there's so much going on you don't even know how to make a decision. And you've been here before where you've had many decisions to make and you've made poor ones in the past. And so I think for some of you, it's like you need a signal. It's like you need a sign. You need some, and you know what the sign is? You know, I felt it. It's like it's like I had a little birdie say it in my ear. The sign is Virgo energy, right? Virgo energy will calm down all of this and ask us to think things through and approach things logically and remove ego and remove the need, if you think it through enough and it makes enough logical sense, then you can get passionate, emotionally passionate about it and move forward. And that's what we're trying to do right now. We need enough reason and enough logic to make some decisions, and it needs to make sense to us. Like when we're processing it analytically, this needs to make sense to us, and that can be very difficult in energy that's like this. So don't make decisions, right? You know what it is? It's like going into a really amazing, I love Bed Bath and Body Works because I like anything that smells good. And you go in there and you're smelling a zillion different fragrances, and you're putting them on paper and you're squirting them all over yourself, and you're seeing how it smells on your skin, and you become very overstimulated to the point to where you don't smell any of the fragrances anymore, because your brain just can't compute all of that. And as you get so flooded with scents, it's like you can't distinguish. That's what you are right now. It's no big deal. Just breathe. I want you to let your body be your barometer. I want you to calm down. I want you to take deep breaths. I want you to feel this exhilarating energy. I want it to overly stimulate you and get you thinking on different levels and firing off different thought processes. Let it do that kind of magic, but don't let it take you on a ride and make you go crazy. That's not where you're going to allow your energy to go. You're going to remain in balance. Your Sun in Libra is going to stay in balance, and you're going to breathe through all of this, and you're going to just get to the next day. You do not have to make a decision right now, because there's a lot of input coming in, and it's very hard for your brain to route all of this, categorize it, make sense of all of it, and then know how to make a proper decision. Let yourself catch a break and just take a deep breath, and don't make any decision today. It's a crazy day. Thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.